I don't like this time change, y'all. You can't get nothing accomplished. Nothing. So, Sue, did you get all your Halloween decorations down and your Christmas decorations up? I was driving down the road today and I was like, there's already Christmas decorations everywhere. I'm lucky to have mine up by December.
Last year was a struggle to get them up at all with everything else going on.
Yes. Hey, Jody. How are you today? It's Tuesday morning, right? Yeah.
About 10:30.
Yeah, Tuesday morning. It's Monday evening and dark here.
It's not cold though.
No, it's not cold. It's actually pretty nice out there, but they said some rain was coming in this weekend to bring in the cold weather. So
we need the rain.
We need rain bad. So
living in a dust bowl here.
Yes, it's whew. I was watching the chickens walk today, and every time they walk, just dust would just roll. So
the duck tickles me.
What's the duck doing?
As he walks, he's kicking dirt.
Oh, yeah. He kicks dirt up. Jody, I tried to dress up for you a little bit, but it didn't happen. I'm sorry. I've been running wild today. When the moon hits your eye, you know it's 4:45. Yes.
No kidding.
So it's 12 p.m. Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, Christopher. It's I think the high today was 81.
It'll be 18 next Monday.
I think it said it was 81 today. Well, I didn't cook.
I was hoping you called her out.
Y'all, I'm telling y'all, it has been crazy.
What did we do for dinner that night?
I don't remember. What did we have? I don't remember. But I did say I am cooking tomorrow night for sure. So
believe it when you see it, Jody.
I fixed big chef salads for tonight. So, because I was running in from gymnastics practice.
You see her doing gymnastics?
I can still do a cartwheel. Not very good, but I can still do a cartwheel.
Mm-hmm.
But I am cooking tomorrow night. And I think I'm going to fry pork chops. So,
isn't that what she said last Monday night?
Y'all, we had gas station pizza last Monday night.
Yeah, but I can't remember what happened Tuesday.
Something happened and we ended up leaving or something. I don't really remember.
I don't know.
Something happened. That's why I didn't get to cook. So, and then y'all, I'm telling y'all, it's been crazy trying to get candy made and get stuff ready for this festival. I've just been out in left field.
I don't think you even turned the stove on.
Well, let me tell y'all what we had for dinner yesterday. Fried Spam sandwiches.
That was lunch.
It was pretty good though, wasn't it?
It was.
It was really good. So
start yelling.
So
this goofy time change thing. It should be 8:00.
Yeah. Next week will be crazy too because we have our big festival next weekend. Or next week, it starts Thursday night until Sunday, and so
There's a weekend in between this weekend and
that
weekend.
Still got a lot to do. Cubes. I know. I seen your picture.
I'm jealous.
Was that tonight what you cooked? Because I like some good cube steak with some good white gravy made up with that. We might have that tomorrow night instead of pork chops. I like to make my gravy and pour it over my fried cube steak.
I'll be glad if she
delicious.
Just warms up a bowl of cereal for me.
I made you a big chef salad for tonight. Lots of ham.
It's hard work opening a bag of lettuce, isn't it? I can't see it like that tonight.
He's pooper, y'all. Talking food again. I know, right? We can't be talking food. I've been trying to lose weight, y'all. Oh, I love my white pepper gravy. That is, and a lot of people buy it in those little packs in the grocery store and mix up. That is not the same. It is not the same as flour, bacon grease, and milk and salt and pepper.
Here we are at the Food Channel again.
I know, right?
It was lima beans and butter beans last week.
Yeah. I didn't make any beans either. See,
Nope.
I've been crazy.
She asked me yesterday.
Salisbury steak sounds good.
She asked me Saturday night, "Hey, I'm gonna make soup tomorrow night," or was that Sunday? You said you was gonna.
I thought I was gonna make soup for Sunday evening.
Soup. How are you with that? Yeah, I'm good with that.
That didn't happen either.
I got a fried spam sandwich.
It was really good though.
Hey, I'll buy a 7-course meal for tomorrow night. Maybe I'll get a bowl of cereal.
No, I'm gonna cook tomorrow night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I done decided I'm gonna cook tomorrow night. So, because I was fixing that salad, and I was like, I would really like some good fried pork chops. So,
I'm tired of this time change. Let's go back.
I know. I heard a thing on the radio this morning. They were saying, "Why do we do this? Why do they not just leave it?"
How did that get started? It had to be a money thing.
No, I asked Sally this morning, the lady I walk with, and I said, "Why did the time change start to begin with?" And she said that they did it for the farmers.
No, the farmers don't care. They get up at daylight and they run way past dark. It don't matter what time daylight is.
I don't know.
That has always been
That's just what she said. She thought that they did it for the farmers so they would have more daylight to work in the fields.
You're going to have that many hours of daylight, whether it's midnight or 6 a.m.
I don't know. So y'all do time change too? See, I don't understand it.
No, if it come out of a politician, somebody was getting a kickback. That's how it got
Did y'all have a good trip, Sue? She said they do it there for the farmers too. She said you can come eat with them. Y'all almost cook almost every night. I used to cook every night
when the kids was home.
Till the kids left.
We couldn't afford to feed them out.
No.
Good grief.
Friday night on the way home, I picked up JC and I was like,
I'm sorry, guys. I really am. I'm struggling tonight.
And so I was like, hey, why don't I just run through and pick up some Mexican food? Because he was like, well, I want fried KFC. Well, y'all, the last time I went and bought an 8-piece chicken bucket to feed me and him, an 8-piece bucket was $45.
Is that when we did the Mexican? Was that night?
Yeah, Friday night we did Mexican.
That was Friday. What did we do Tuesday night?
I don't remember. But $45 for a bucket of KFC with their sides, y'all, that's crazy. I bought Mexican for $21 to feed 3 of us. So it's crazy. Yeah. And then Saturday we had Amelia's birthday party and we just grabbed something on the way home. So, because it's a 2-hour drive up there and a 2-hour drive home, and we were tired and we went to stop and eat. So we just stopped and got Crystals.
Sue and them's going to be there permanently. Hey, there's Chris.
Hello, Chris.
We got the whole family now.
No, Chris was up there. I seen him earlier. He right there.
Okay. Yeah.
That's Chris Smith from Texas.
Okay. Yeah, wrong Chris. I'm sorry. I'm looking from way back over here.
Oh, I know y'all are excited to be moving.
They just left Chestnut.
Yeah, we missed that. We were trying to.
I was coming in from work on.
Yeah, and we had gymnastics, so I had to pick her up from school, get her to gymnastics.
I checked in with them. I said howdy,
and then running through trying to get her home and situated, and then get back here and. Whew.
Jody, she was a Chestnut too. I seen her comment a couple times.
Oh. I was trying to run in and get salads made, and they were tasting ice creams. Oh. We slow cooked meals. I know. I need to. And
I'd settle for anything.
Y'all, he eats good. Let me tell y'all what he did last week, okay? I know where you were at Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay, so Tuesday.
I got me a home cooked meal Tuesday, Jody.
That's why I didn't cook for him, y'all. Let me tell you what he did to me.
There's a little Amish place or a Mennonite place over close to where Aunt Judy lives.
And it is like it's the true Mennonites, y'all. And it is called, most people refer to it as Grandma Yoder's restaurant, but it's called the Old Cook Stove, y'all. That is the best home cooked food. I mean, everything. It's just a bar of homemade everything.
It's
hot
a hot bar. You pay one price and you can come out of there as miserable as you want to be.
And they always have homemade ice cream on the dessert bar. Always. So I knew he was up that way the other day. So I said, "What are you doing?" While he was at work. And he said, "I'm eating lunch." And I said, "You better not be eating at Carlton's without me," because I thought he was in Coleman. He was eating at that restaurant without me, so he didn't get no dinner.
It was good.
It's like what, $12 a person?
Yeah, something like that.
It used to be $7.95 a person to eat there, and it is their meatloaf. Oh, their meatloaf is so good, so good.
Mm-hmm. Real fried chicken. Oh man,
making Marcy. I haven't seen that one. Not a big pumpkin fan. I don't like pumpkin pie. I don't like pumpkin spice.
What did I miss?
Anything. Making the Marcy Eldridge recipe for pumpkin bars. Yeah, I've never cared for anything pumpkin. I don't know.
I like pumpkin pie.
I don't.
That's no that. I'll get fish, salmon patties, and pumpkin pie one of these days.
If his mama cooks them.
If my mama cooks.
I had to call your mama and tell her you want some salmon patties.
Shoot. My mother, I have a brother that's 3 years younger than I am. We moved out of the house and she sold the stove. She said, "I'm done." But she used to cook when my dad worked and everything. Every evening he'd come home to a home cooked meal. It was fond memories.
Well, when the kids were here, I cooked. So, everybody was like, "You'll be sad when the kids leave."
We miss them.
Yeah, but we love being empty nesters. It is nice. Nice. Yeah, we were at Sam's the other day, and I seen him. I should have picked him one up, but and he likes a buttermilk pie too. So I bought a buttermilk pie the other night for.
Why are we on food again?
Okay, so well, this is what we'll talk about. Y'all, we have had so much fun making candy. We've been using that freeze dryer like nobody's business.
Yeah, it's been pretty cool. What all have you made?
We've done Milk Duds. We've done M&M, caramel M&Ms. We've done Jolly Ranchers.
Caramel M&Ms? Or
caramel cold brew M&Ms. Yeah. Caramel apple pops. Oatmeal cream pies. Fudge rounds. Christmas tree cakes. We've been trying it all.
The fudge rounds, if y'all have ever tried brownie brittle, that's what it tastes like.
Yeah. The Milk Duds, though,
they did really well.
They are really good. What are you barking about? They're all excited. They just come in from outside, so I know they ain't got to go to the potty. So I know I'm a meanie. I'm so mean to this poor baby. He's deprived.
Oh, man. And there's Chestnut checking in. Now you're talking about food. They must have been talking about food.
Yeah. I ain't fed him, so he's hungry.
What else did we do? We did sour Skittles and Skittles.
We had sour Skittles.
Jolly Ranchers.
Jolly Ranchers. The Jolly Ranchers are cool to actually watch them puff up into those big old balls.
Jody has probably never seen a freeze-dried Jolly Rancher.
He's going to go get you some freeze-dried food, Jody, for you to see. Well, we was in and out rushing tonight, so I didn't get to feed cook any dinner. So it's been that way for the past couple of weeks.
Can y'all believe that is a Jolly Rancher. That's each of those balls are half of a Jolly Rancher.
Watch out, Poppy.
Your daughter was bouncing the camera a while ago too, somewhere else.
Go lay down, Poppy. But yeah, those are pretty cool. And thank you to Higher Grounds Homestead. They're in here a lot. I was trying to cut those Jolly Ranchers with just a knife, and she used a pipe cutter, and that just changed it all. Yeah, they cut right in half. Doesn't make a mess.
Don't shatter and go all over the kitchen.
Yeah, it was nice.
So if y'all ever have the instance where you need to cut a Jolly Rancher in half,
you just buy a pipe cutter.
Just run out there to the garage, get your pipe cutter.
No, we bought a brand new one.
But yeah, check her video out. Higher Grounds
Homestead.
Yeah.
They're out of Alabama too. So
yeah, really sweet couple.
Yeah, they're trying to get started and rolling. So she's usually in here. She's usually a little late, but she'll usually jump in. So
yeah. But yeah, Wendy was I sent her the video link. I said, hey, you need to watch this when we had the freeze dryer was on its way. And Busy Bee didn't.
I ain't gonna lie. I am so behind on people's videos.
Yeah, we did see where Doss Family Farm, they had a house fire.
Yeah.
It pretty well gutted.
Hannah. They don't like being in their cage, y'all. It's just been I'm so far behind on videos, just anybody's, y'all. And I usually stay caught up with everybody. It's been weeks because I've been locked in my office working endlessly trying to get ready for this big festival. So earrings. I'm so sick of looking at earrings.
And shirts and bag reels and pins and
I bleached 58 shirts the other day in one day. Yes, I'm thankful that they all got out. That was horrible. I couldn't even imagine what that feels like. And to be at home in the bed when it happens. That is just.
He said he heard something and
he thought one of the kids.
The son.
Yeah. Thought one of the kids had gotten up. Yeah. So it's sad.
You know, I was a fireman for 26 years. And that is one of the most heart-wrenching things you'll see is when somebody loses their house like that. Because, I mean, TVs and crap like that. Hey! Stop! That's awful to lose that kind of stuff. I mean, but that's all replaceable stuff. But it's the family heirlooms and the baby pictures and stuff like that it's irreplaceable. That's what hurts.
Yeah. We had a house fire one time, and the poor girl was standing in her front yard, and she was like, all my mom's jewelry is in a shadow box on the fireplace mantle. And Hannah, quit. Sorry, y'all. I don't know what she's doing in her cage, but she is loud. And so Alan went back in and actually found that shadow box laying in all the ashes for her and got all of it back together and took it to her. And to this day, she still talks about that. So, yeah. I believe they do too. So, lay down, baby girl. You're not getting out. They want out. They're getting so big.
I tell you, the one that we did, we had one year that every holiday, Christmas, New Year's, every holiday, somebody's house, that somebody had a house fire. And one Thanksgiving, this family, their house burnt. And it's not funny. But it was an older lady, and she said, I was cooking the turkey. So we went back in the house after it was out and everything and rescued the turkey Out of the oven.
Out of the
It wasn't
oven.
touched because it was in the oven. And we brought her turkey out, which was done.
Yeah. But yeah, that lady that he got all her jewelry, she is like the desk clerk or something at the chiropractor that we use. And every time we go in there, she talks about that. She tells everybody in there that Alan got saved all her mother's, or it was her, may have been her grandmother's. It was one of them's jewelry. And
I
so
can't tell you stories. I think the first house fire you and I ever went on, I found the lawnmower in the front yard.
no, he was literally running through the front yard of this house that was on fire. And I see him, and then I don't see him. He's like disappeared.
Well, the grass was this high.
And there was a lawnmower in the front yard, and he found it, and
Yeah.
he just fell right over in the grass. And I was like, and then he pops up like, hey.
Hose in one hand, you know, I'm running across the yard with just by the lights of the engines and stuff. So, and yeah, all of a sudden my legs got took out from under me. I thought somebody had tackled me for a minute.
Well, we don't really have anything. Hang on.
I hear you knocking, but you can't come in.
Here, sister. There. Oh, sorry. Okay. So we don't have a lot going on the farm right now.
We
such
don't?
as. Would you let me finish?
Hold on me.
I think we're going to hold off on the barn for a little while, and we're just going to build some loafing sheds right now. Because if we get some more land, we would actually like to put our barn in a different spot. So I think we're going to hold off on a little while on the barn build, and just do a couple of loafing shelters or loafing sheds for them to get into. So we're just going to change things up a little bit. So it's cutting the trees right now. It's just been where the barn was supposed to go. So we're just going to hold off on that a little bit. So sounds like a bunny hitting the cage with his feet. She was scratching. That's what I was saying she was doing. She was scratching. And so she was hitting the cage. So, but yes, it did sound like the bunny. When he jumps in the floor, he'll slap that floor, and it sounds like he's falling through the house.
He's all laid out over there.
Yeah,
right
he
now.
sleeps on his back. I wish y'all could see him over there in his cage, but he is conked out. But he was a big hit.
Yeah.
Everybody loves Stuart. So what else? Yes, we have projects and stuff, but I was talking about like the barn, some things are going to change. So we're still trying to get the fencing in the front yard finished. That has not happened yet either.
I have to be here.
I know. It's just been one thing after. So
well, our daughter and her husband and the three of the grandchildren live 2 hours from us. So they had her birthday party Saturday. It was a 2-hour drive there, and you spend a couple hours, 3 hours with them, and you turn and drive back. Well, there's a day that's gone.
Hi, Amanda. Are you feeling better, dear? But yeah, it's just we need like 2 or 3 more of us.
Yeah, exactly right. Younger.
Yeah, and you can't find I have tried to find a kid to hire to come down here and do some work for us. And y'all, you can't find kids that want to do any kind of work. Nothing. Y'all have that problem too? Or is it have a problem with y'all's kids? Because
no, everybody's in the same boat. Everybody has got more projects to do than they've got time to do them.
Yes,
it's just a way of life. I've begun to understand.
Yeah. But yeah, I know we've been talked about. We were going to build the barn and everything, but I wanted to give y'all an update. We've pretty much decided just to wait a little while on it. And as bad as I hate to, they have, y'all know, you see in the videos, they have shelter. They're out of the wind, all that. But I think we're going to build them some little nicer loaf, especially the
nicer
boys.
accommodations.
Yes. Like, well, I had it in my head and I lost the word I was going to use. But now Bo is
He's on his chopping block.
he's in trouble. He one of the baby goats got under the gate. I don't know how she even fit under there. Got over in the pasture with the donkey. She wedged herself between two chicken coops so the donkey couldn't get her because he was chasing her. He tore a doghouse up trying to get to her. Yeah, he's fixing to make a trip to the vet.
Yeah.
So,
or the vet's going to
I'm going to try to see if I can find a vet that will come here. So, and that, Jody, I completely agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Our son got into my sister's and her husband's bedroom and broke the PlayStation. He was probably what, 14? No, he was younger than that. He was probably 9 or 10 when he broke the PlayStation. He had to give them his PlayStation and he had to work for a new one. And you would have thought that we had killed that kid.
Good night, Chestnut.
Hey,
Y'all have
Martha.
a good evening.
Bye. But yeah, so we made him work for it, and I think that's great that they should. If they now accidents happen, but he was told not to be in there and messing with that, and he did, and he broke it.
Taught him
a
lesson.
Yeah, it taught him a lesson. And y'all, if y'all know, he takes the best care of everything.
Yeah.
That kid takes care of everything he has. He is driving what model is his car?
2006.
I think so. He won't go buy a new one because he says his is paid for.
Mm-hmm. Kid's tighter than his mama.
Mm-mm-mm. He didn't get it from me.
Oh.
Y'all, he is a tightwad. He will not spend money for nothing.
Nope.
I asked him one day, I said, you going to go saving up to buy your house? He said, absolutely not.
They got skin in the game. Yes.
They do. They really do.
Makes them appreciate it.
Y'all, our son was the one we worried about. We worried about him. He's our best kid. Mm-hmm. He works all the time, and he literally works all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, it's such good money. I said, well, you won't spend it. You got to enjoy it. If you're going to work hard for it, enjoy it at least.
What does she have to pay for it?
Well, it still teaches them. It does.
Teaches them.
It still does. So
more parents and grandparents need to do that instead of just handing their kids everything they want. Okay. Don't say a word.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
You leave me alone. It's okay for me to spoil my grandbabies. I don't spoil them horribly that they're so, Wow. Wow.
That hurts.
Mm-hmm. I thought they were expensive here. Ooh. Yeah. That hurts. What was we looking at the other day? And I was like, those things are how much? GPSs. Yeah. Like $300 for GPSs. When you have them on your phone now, but just a plain GPS, we were looking at one. That's crazy. I said, just use my phone.
She has two that are lousy with money and two that are great with money. Well, I pray that the two that are lousy with money wake up. Phone.
Yeah. We usually use our phone, but sometimes I would like one just to sit, that mounts to the dash and everything. And I ain't paying that. Not when I got one on my phone. Or I even put my tablet up there.
Look like we're driving a Tesla.
Look, y'all would laugh. We still use a map book sometimes when we go somewhere. Because you can't see on the GPS where it's going to take you. And so when we worked on the ambulance for all those years, we didn't have GPS. We had MapQuest and a map book. And a lot of times if we were going off for a day or so on a day trip to take a patient somewhere far off, they would give us MapQuest directions printed off. Yes.
Yeah,
Thank the Lord.
Martha.
My bills are enough.
Although we'd like for somebody to have our power bill for a little while.
Oh, man.
Good grief.
I will have to say, though, all three of our kids, they pay all their bills and they take care of their own stuff. I do have to, we raise them up to be like that, to be independent and be on their own. And yes, they have had hard times. There's no doubt about that. They have, and it's sometimes it's, hey, Mom, I needed some gas money. Now, this was several years ago. This has not been recently. So that's the way we taught them too. If you want something, you get out and work for it. Yes. I had to buy my own first car. Did you buy your own first car? No.
It was $600.
Oh, well, you still didn't buy your own first car. I did.
Yeah, I did. Sort of. Actually, the lady that totaled it out bought my first car.
My first car was a 1980 Toyota Celica straight shift. And when I got it, I couldn't even drive a straight shift. I couldn't even drive it home because I didn't know how to.
My second car was a 1980. My first car was a 1970 something Maverick.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Now, our son, he worked at the same place from high school, since right after high school. He worked for 9.5 years at the same place. Y'all, they never would give him a raise. Never. I mean, he don't miss work, y'all. He does not miss work. He does not take off work. He's an hour early every day for work and sits in his car until time to go in. That's Ryan. That's what he does. And they would never give him a raise. And he found another job. And boy, are they missing him.
Yeah. His first car was a Mel Jeep.
A Mel Jeep. That's awesome. That is good for him. It would teach him. My sister, she told my nephew the other day, time for you to get a job. After he had that wreck, her insurance went through the roof. She said, you're not playing sports or anything. It's time to get a job. So he's fixing to have a rude awakening.
Well, he's already started, hasn't he?
I don't know if he has started yet or not, but he will be 18 in 3 weeks.
That first paycheck, he still tries to figure out why FICA's stealing all his money.
Oh, your brother-in-law worked for the post office, yeah. Hey, that's pretty good money, $17.50 for a 17-year-old.
That's good money.
That's really good
It
money.
hadn't been that many years ago. I wasn't making that.
Yeah. Well, I'll straight up tell you, as a paramedic, I didn't even make that. Yes. Paramedics do not make anything, y'all. They are the most underpaid,
underappreciated, overworked
occupation there is.
Honda Civic.
Just go buy parts for his 1990
with a breaker CB.
We
all used to have
I had a CB in my Celica. That's how we all talked to each other when we rode around the mall and Walmart parking lot. That's all how we talked to each other, was on CBs. Sure did. That's funny.
Kills him when he has to buy parts for his 96 Dodge Ram pickup.
And of course, gas. Yeah, because gas money is outrageous.
Yes.
Diesel, especially.
Told you.
I drive that farm truck around. I had to stop and put gas in it today because I'd about run it out.
You and Zoe.
I'm not going to say that. I'm going to keep my mouth shut. I'm not saying a word.
I wish she was still on here.
Cruising in the Jeep and checking on the boys. The guy that I was dating then, everybody we ran around with, all the couples had CBs, but we all had them in each of our cars.
Yeah,
so,
I don't know why we did that. I mean, that was years before cell phones and stuff like that.
Yeah. was that's how we all talk to each other. So, and my CB handle was Blondie. Everybody called me Blondie.
I
So
remember my best friend in high school. We were running around together. For some reason, he put a CB in his car, and we were sitting there at his house one night, and he said, "What time
well, thank
is
you,
it?"
Martha.
And he come running out of the house. He said something about, I don't remember, but they all did like this check-in time on like a certain day and all this. And that's when we got to doing the CB thing.
It's
Mazda
a 5-speed. Mine was a 5-speed, and I think I paid like $1,100 for it. So, my grandfather loaned me the money like a bank loan, and so I paid him a car payment every month, and that's how I got my first vehicle. So, but y'all, I kept that car till it had like 370,000 miles on it, and then I had 2 car seats, so I couldn't put anybody. I had to get a different car because it was only a 2-door. So 2 car seats was not fitting in the back of that Toyota Celica. But I ran that car till I had to put 2 clutches in it because I didn't know how to drive a straight shift when I first got it. So, but I like to drive a straight shift now.
Mary Blue and the little brown
Jug was
Jug.
my handle. Misty Blue in the little brown.
Blue. That's a little far for me to be reading.
Oh yeah, they called me. I was Blondie because my hair now is a lot darker than it was then. My hair was blonde. Yeah, I worked too. So we back then I think we all worked.
I worked from the time I was 12.
Yeah. So I mean, if you wanted anything back then, you had to. I mean, my mom couldn't afford designer clothes, so if we wanted if we wanted anything, we had to buy it, and you didn't have much. Like you would only have, well, what was it? It wasn't Gap jeans. What were those?
Yes.
Guess jeans. We wanted Guess jeans. So Mama couldn't afford them. So if we wanted them, we had to buy them. And we had only like 1 or 2 pair. Me and my sister would share them. No seatbelts. Held on for dear life.
Top speed was 55. Driving on the wrong side of the truck, Jeep. I can see it.
That's pretty funny. She said we were really sweet together. We actually do like each other.
Most of the time. We have our moments. We have our moments.
But most of the time, we don't fight.
Mm-hmm.
We really don't fight. We'll disagree, but we don't fight. So I just push him out of the bed or off the couch and go on.
I remember that Maverick I had. For whatever reason, the instruments in it got to where they didn't work. So I run out of gas every time I turned around because I didn't have a gas gauge.
Wait a minute. What?
Didn't have a gas gauge.
There's no excuse. So you tell me there's no excuse.
Yeah, there was. I was broke, didn't have a gas gauge. So, you know, when you're broke, you always run them on the bottom of the tank.
Hey, Kayla. It's all right to be late.
But, yeah, I remember running out of gas.
We've missed you too, sister.
I think Dad found me an instrument cluster at a junkyard, and we pulled the instrument cluster out of that car, and it just fell all to pieces. It was so brittle and just...
He told me one time, he said, if you run out of gas, I'm going to leave you on the side of the road.
Well, you drive by the low fuel light. Well, my low fuel light's only been on for 7.5 miles. I've still got 21.3 miles left.
Y'all, I hate to pump gas. Hate it.
I don't mind pumping gas. I hate paying for it.
Oh, yeah, that's one of my things. I
You
usually
know
wait
what?
till he pays for it.
What I hate worse than buying gas is buying food.
Oh, yeah, food is outrageous.
Oh, my goodness.
It's...
You go in there and you get what you need, and it's $400, and then you come out, put it in the cabinet, you go in there to look for something to eat, there's nothing there. You're like, what the heck happened?
Yeah. Well, we went into Sam's Saturday to pick up a few things, and when we left, I said, "How much was that?" And he told me. I was like, "What? We didn't hardly have anything." And white GTO convertible and the X-Wrecked it running around. So that makes you mad, don't it?
That'd be my ex also. It'd be the ex of everything because I killed him.
Regular gas was $2.55 today. That's awesome. It's not here.
No, it's almost about $3 a gallon.
No, it was $2.89.
$2.89.
$2.89.
Diesel fuel is $4 and something a gallon.
$4.02 is what we gave for it the other day. So
yeah, $4 a gallon. Let's put 30
and
gallons
then,
in here.
In the diesel, you have to buy the DEF too. So we have, you have to add more into that too. So
yeah, and that depends on where you get it, is how much it is.
Yeah.
Good grief, you go buy a jug of it at the box store and it's $16 for 2.5 gallons.
Yeah, it's crazy. And I don't think gas is going to go back down cheap anytime soon. So
I don't think anything's going to go back down cheap.
Yeah, no. The people, I heard the other day, somebody said people are making the most money they have ever made in their life, and they are more broke.
Yeah.
Well, hello, Perry Hill. How are y'all, Eric?
Well, the problem is I looked up something one day, just what the average income was in, I think, 1960, and what the average house was in 1960. The average income was like $3,500 a year. The average house costs like $35,000 a year. And I don't remember exactly what the numbers were, but that's pretty close to it.
We're good.
Well, now the average income is like $35,000 a year, and the average house is like $350,000.
Yeah, ain't that crazy?
So the price of stuff has continued to go up, but it hasn't matched the pay scale.
It's sad. It's sad what we're living in.
And you got insurance.
Insurance is outrageous.
I was reading about somebody the other day that lived in an apartment complex. It was a newlywed couple living in an apartment, and they got a letter that their insurance or their rent was going up $1,000 a month, from like $1,500 a month to $2,500 a month. And they were talking to one of them's parents about moving back in with them and saving up to buy a house because they couldn't afford rent.
Well, what is happening is the reason stuff is going up so much is the insurance is what's causing everything to skyrocket. So one of the local feed and seed stores around here, the guy was telling me he was having to do a new insurance quote because his insurance went from $8,000 a month to $17,000 a month. That's his insurance on his company jumped that much.
I wonder if it's like for
interest rates I don't know what the interest rates are here right now because on houses, I don't know because
it's like 8%.
Is it because our house interest is great. I don't think we can't beat it. Yeah. So we ain't been, it's staying where it's at. So
I wonder if it's because of like
Eric said 8
personal liability.
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about? Because people get hurt on your property and stuff like that. If it's that, or if it's because, I mean, there's a reason that it's went up that high. Is it property loss, or is it people getting hurt and suing everybody, or, you know?
I don't know. He didn't say. He just was telling me how much that insurance had went up. Yeah, and 8 is crazy.
That is insane.
That is, it's
not been but just a few years. It was, you could buy a house for $0.
While we live in a goat barn. I'm with you. Look, I could live with my goats. The females couldn't live with the males. Couldn't live with Bruno at all. Because y'all, he is rank. He is rank. But if we ever do it over again, we will build a barn dominium. And Lord willing, nothing ever happens to this one. And it's almost paid for. So, we
Y'all gonna see me doing a showing up happy dance that day.
but we would build. I'm not going to say we would build a tiny home because I am not built for a tiny home at all.
She got too much crap.
Y'all, I could not do it. I could not.
Well,
I don't like clutter.
She runs her business out of the house, so I mean, you basically everything you would have for a business is in our house.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
And it's everywhere right now. And I can't stand it, y'all. It's driving me crazy.
Couldn't handle the stinky butt.
Look.
He's bad.
He's bad right now. And he is black.
Golly.
He is black. Like he comes, and y'all know how loving he is. You see on the video how loving Bruno is. He is just always been there. But he wants to rub my leg, and I'm like, no, Bruno, don't. And the more I tell him not to, the more he does. And he is, woo. Now, Cash, I don't have to worry about it, but Bruno, woo.
Yeah, I was over there trying to fix where Peppy got under the gate the other day, and he's over there trying to love on me. I'm like, you don't have to move.
He's bad.
Golly.
He is bad. And we've made a decision, and we hate to even do this, but we're gonna have to sell Mama June.
Yeah.
Mama June is a bully, and she is bullying everybody. The sheep, all the goats.
Well, Mama June is not a Nigerian dwarf.
No, she's not. She is a fainter, and I've only seen her stiffen once. I haven't seen her faint. So that's what we're keep the goats out and we moved in. Yeah, I could live with the goats. It wouldn't faze me a bit. We got a zoo around here anyway.
Yes, we do.
But
I'm like the guy at the circus walking behind the animals with a shovel.
It's not.
That's what I feel like sometimes. All I'm doing is just trying to keep the crap out of the way.
And there's not crap, y'all.
No, I don't mean in the house. I mean, I just feel the proverbial cleaned up crap.
But yeah, we hate to do it. And we told the people when we bought her that we would always keep her here because she's a female, but I can't. She is my poor little Ram. She is wearing him out, and he just looks at me like, please help me. And she hits the dogs and everything. So we're going to have to sell her, and we're going to do it after Thanksgiving weekend. So
we may contact those people and see if they want them.
No, they were going with pygmies, so they didn't want.
Right.
So he does love the circus.
It definitely makes life interesting.
It does. There
is never a dull moment. If you think it's a dull moment, take you a little piece of aluminum foil, a little bitty tiny piece of aluminum foil, and go throw it where the chickens are. It's chicken football.
Look, you'll look over at him in the recliner, and he'll have all the dogs in his lap, just loving on them. He loves it. Don't let him fool y'all. Don't let him even fool y'all. You'll be sitting outside, and he's sitting in the chair petting his animals or rubbing Daisy's belly.
Daisy grew up in the house. She's my buddy.
He enjoys it. He does. Does it get overwhelming sometimes? It does.
Lot.
It does. It does. I'm not gonna lie, it does. Like today, y'all, I was running from gymnastics to get back here because I had to gather eggs. I had to make sure everybody was put up because the ducks don't have an automatic door like the chickens do. So I feed the ducks at night. So I have to lock the ducks up, put their feet in, get all the eggs for the day, make sure the dogs are fed, everybody's where they're supposed to be. So I was like running, and he was running late. So it got dark on me, and I was out there by my phone light trying to see. And
I work 20 minutes south of it. If there is no traffic, it takes me almost an hour to get home from work. So I left my office at 5:00. So to get here at 15 after 6, that's not bad.
No, you did pretty good because he drives right through downtown Birmingham. So
that's a whole nother level of hating. I'm gonna tell you what. After the coof pandemic scam, whatever you want to call it, after that subsided and everybody started going to work, people went back to work mad. I've been driving in Birmingham since the early 90s. I have never seen such aggression in all of my life.
And it hasn't went back. It's still, people are still that way. People are angry.
God,
People are very angry all the time.
I'm talking about they would look you in the face as they were trying to drive over you.
I had a lady the other day, she was in line and she was being so ugly. I mean, just flat out being ugly for no reason.
Driving through downtown Birmingham.
Oh, I don't miss those
L.
days. Those.
See?
Yeah.
Kayla's with me. She sees it too.
Yeah. But I just looked at this lady. I said, it don't take nothing to be nice. And I thought she's fixing to hit me.
Yeah.
But it changed her whole demeanor. It doesn't take anything to be nice. So, but yeah, I used to drive the ambulance through there all the time. And
now it's
people do not move for ambulances at all.
Oh yeah, I used to love.
It is not fun when you're standing in the back working on somebody and somebody dead stops in the middle of right in front of you running 70 miles an hour down the interstate. So I've had a couple of concussions and
it's like you're coming up behind them and they see you and they don't know what to do, so they just stop.
Yeah. I've had a couple of concussions from being thrown through the ambulance, and so we don't miss Birmingham traffic at all. So
double dipping. I think I missed something up there.
Oh, she's double dipping. She's in both spots.
Oh, okay.
So that is 100% true. Now, you're supposed to move here for emergency services, but they don't.
Yeah.
I mean, you be trucking down the interstate at 70 miles an hour, and instead of just getting over into a different lane, it's like they completely freak out and they will dead slam on their brakes right in front of you.
What I loved is getting past. You're running lights and sirens and you're wiggling through traffic. Somebody goes around you. You're like, really?
But it's, whew, I don't miss
them.
it. I don't miss it. Now, we had a bad accident one night in the ambulance. Somebody actually T-boned me. And I was driving and I had stopped at a red light. And when my light turned green, I actually looked both ways and cleared the intersection twice because we have cameras in our ambulances. So twice I cleared that intersection. And when I pulled out, I was running 4 miles an hour when she came over the top of the hill and T-boned me in my driver's side door. So, it was... It was an experience. 16 years of it. So
your driver can either make you or break you.
And I had some that broke me.
I had one I thought was going to throw us on the floor a few times.
Oh, yeah. It's I was not ever meant to work downtown Birmingham. That was not my area because I couldn't do it.
Where we worked was really rural. So, but yeah, a lot of times we would have to go into Birmingham to transport patients.
Yes. Yeah, just stopped and dead stopped and left. I don't understand people just dead stopping. I don't get it. It's crazy.
6-car pileup. Yep.
It was crazy. People just, I had a guy go around me. I'm going to say it was a FedEx truck today. We're on a 4-lane highway scooting down through there. He pulled out. I pulled out of a side road and he pulled out behind me. We're trucking along. He passes me. And as he passes me, he gets over in the turning lane to turn. I was like, are you kidding me? Why didn't you just stay behind me? But passed me, slammed on his brakes, and got over in the other lane to turn. It was like, it wasn't 2 seconds. I was passing the turning lane, and he could have just got over behind me.
Sue, I know where you're moving to, and I'm going to tell you, 65 when it's beach rush is awful if you hadn't figured that out yet. Figure you some alternate routes where you need to go.
Yeah. 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 And if you get stuck on the interstate, you can't go anywhere. Like
Yeah.
you're just you just gonna be running to hit the woods if you got to make a potty break. So
Yeah,
it's
where it's 2 lanes from Calera to Prattville, that area is all full during beach times when people are going to the beach or coming back from the beach. They're looking into it, but if they decided today that they're going to add all those lanes that need to be added, it would be another 10 years before they finished it.
yeah. It's that's always the worst area.
A lot of times I've taken 31 to Montgomery.
Yeah. And sometimes when we're going down that way, we'll get off and cut through, go the other way. So miss all that traffic. So, and that's thankful that everybody walked away. So
that's becoming, and in all honesty, like I said, I was doing that for a long time. In all honesty, the cars do collapse and they're trashed after an accident, but you do see more people involved in bad accidents that aren't injured.
Yeah.
More so than when I first started.
I've seen some cars that I've rolled up on them and go, "What is that?"
Yeah.
Because you'll know. You don't have a clue what kind of car it is. Mustang. I will straight up tell you, do not ever buy your kid a Mustang. Ever. They disintegrate. Completely disintegrate. So it's just, whew, I can tell you what kind of car to buy and what kind of car not to buy. And don't buy your kid a Mustang. Your best are your Honda Civics, your Honda Accords, your Toyota Camrys. Those are your best cars.
Either that or just some big behemoth of a vehicle.
Like that big old Dodge truck I drive out there. Oh, well, y'all, this has been one of the fastest hours.
Fastest hour on TV.
And we hate to run because we love spending time with y'all.
Yeah.
But I got earrings to make.
Yeah. Hey, in April, I'm sure they'll be doing the pedals event again.
Yes. Probably so, I'm sure.
Yeah. And we may try to do something sometime before that.
Yeah. Yeah, we and I hope it's not the same weekend. I don't think it will be when we're at Houston.
Dinner to eat. It's in the refrigerator right now.
Yeah, I was eating when he came in, so he's gonna go eat his salad and but I am gonna cook tomorrow night, okay?
Nick and Zoe said, man, we really need a studio. I think Lester or somebody has set up a studio, and yeah, we do it from our living room also, and we really.
I will. I promise I will. I will.
we really need to do something like that because, coming in on 2 wheels and getting everything set up and all that before time is a little hectic on a Monday.
Well, something that we are hopefully soon that we've been talking about is
went from a 1983 Mustang GT to a Honda Civic.
Yeah.
I understand.
We've been talking about building a like a big office just for me. So we're trying to figure out something here. So maybe if we did that, we could put a studio in it for just us.
List of projects.
Yeah. So we're trying to. No, that will be built by somewhere, but just somewhere where I can put my entire office in this one extra large room.
I know was building a gymnasium.
Yes, I do. And I can take a percentage of my power bill, my phone bill, water bill, everything because I use it for my business.
Keepers is in Dothan.
Yes, but that's the weekend we're going to be in Houston.
That's right. We'll be in Houston. We'll be over towards Chris that week.
Yes, and I'm going to message Lester and see if maybe we can come by while we're there. So, but we love you guys. We will see y'all next week. Look for the video out tomorrow. I should have it finished editing in just a little bit. So we will see you guys later. We love y'all and Jesus loves y'all. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
I'm gonna go